Hello, I'm Gus Downing, publisher and editor of the D&D Daily, and this is the LP News Network. We're here today with Jim Mahoney, Vice President of Sales, and Frank Baker, Vice President of Business Development for Scarsdale Security Systems. Leading retailers and loss prevention executives trust Scarsdale to provide building security, fire protection, loss prevention, and video surveillance needs. In addition to unsurpassed security services, Scarsdale is the retail industry's leading source for advanced business intelligence and traffic analytics. They provide complete video surveillance, audio interaction, guest analysis, and employee assurance, in addition to many other services. Scarsdale Security has several options to protect your corporate and retail locations with the very latest BI and security technology. From Virtual Guard to Page Watch, network management to virtual LP, Scarsdale designs advanced comprehensive security systems for multinational manufacturers and retailers. Their designers and technicians have competitively priced solutions to protect your investments and reduce your loss. Make sure your warehouses, distribution centers, transportation facilities, yards, offices, and other buildings are secured with the latest equipment and services from Scarsdale Security. Whether you manage security for a multinational corporation or the corner mom and pop, Scarsdale Security has a well-earned reputation as one of the leading security companies in the nation for retail protection, employee management technology, and loss prevention. They've got a solution for you. And with that, I would like to thank Jim and Frank for being here today. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Gus.
Pleasure. Thanks for having us.
You know, with your experience with retail companies, Jim, what do you see as the biggest challenge faced by LP teams today?
I think it's interesting over the last 25 years, Gus, being in the industry, a former or recovering LP professional, I've been able to see some changes, right? And take away the original or the core basis of challenges that LP teams face, you know, shrink, organized retail crime, et cetera. I see today the real trend and the real challenges within their own company. It's cross-departmental functionality, right? The budgets, as you've mentioned before, and we've talked about over and over, are scrunching down, they're getting smaller. So we have to find ways to help our client add value to the bottom line. In most cases, LP and asset protection, they're a cost center. So it's up to us to kind of bridge those gaps because everybody in retail is fighting for the same resources. So whether it's bandwidth or marketing, and oftentimes we find that the security technology is really the basis for the metadata and all the analytics that require those marketing teams, the operations teams, and buying teams to really function at a high level. So it's really up to us to try to identify and help bridge those gaps within the different departments. We have specialty people within our organization at Scarsdale Security Systems that we try to align from the operational standpoint. So we've got the salespeople who align themselves with a certain group, and then we've got the operations group, and we've got store development, and et cetera, just to try to bring those together and really find out what our retailers' core goals are and objectives for the year so that we can assist them, whether it has anything to do with security or not. How do we find a way to leverage technology and make the best of it?
You know, with technology rapidly changing and systems no longer being supported, how do you help retail companies keep their existing infrastructure active and still promote new technology?
Well, it's all about the ROI. What can the customer get at the return on their investment? We happen to be very good at Scarsdale Security at taking over existing alarm systems, inclusive of Focus 200 panels. It's all done back of house, reprogramming, and then testing the system after it's been reprogrammed so that the customer's got a working system. There's really no big investment on their part. We have some creative ways to finance this with our customers. And so far we've been very successful in taking over the existing alarm systems, as well as their closed-circuit television, connecting it to the internet. Scarsdale was one of the first companies that did network monitoring alarm systems, getting away from the old POTS lines, plain old telephone services, putting systems on the network. Technology today, wireless systems are going in, where in the past it was always suspect, but the technology has improved so much that no longer need to hardwire everything. On the security side, you still need to do the closed-circuit television, network communicator or IT infrastructures that may already be in place, connecting those systems to the network, and then having it remotely communicated to Scarsdale. When the alarm system goes off, we can look into the location remotely to see if there's any activity. So when we're notifying the police department, we know that there's either someone in the store or making the decision not to send the police department, which is reducing false alarm fines over time. And that's been working very successfully for us.
It's really a balancing act for us. How do we balance taking advantage of the older technology? Let's use what we can. Let's migrate on a controlled path so that we don't affect the budget too much, and yet still leverage everything that's out there and get into the future.
And look for multi-uses,
Absolutely.
multi-reasons, and be able to share the budget expense a little bit.
That's really the trick, right?
Yeah,
Get in
bottom
there
line.
and find the dollars.
Yeah, exactly. You know, with central station monitoring still a very core piece of the retail space, what are some of the opportunities faced by retail companies?
Well, I think retail companies, we tend to look at, all of us tend to look at alarm systems as just that, alarm systems, and even other systems. There's much metadata within those systems with alarm events or EAS events, RFID, like our partner NEDAP mentioned earlier. There's certain things that we can really dig into the metadata to find out what's really happening in our stores. And I don't know that today most of the retailers are taking advantage of that. We kind of look at the alarm system as, oh, it's over here in the corner and it tells us about burglar alarms. Sure. But there's openings, closings, there's certain things about the back door opening. There's a lot of things buried within that metadata. We have a program called LP Spotlight, and it's designed specifically to take some of that data, dig into the metadata, and find out what's really happening in our stores and take advantage of them. So we do a lot with our central station in regards to specific, because it's our own central station, we own and operate our own. It's really a matter of becoming kind of a part of the brand, whatever's happening there, and taking instructions and the way that we respond to those events and how we provide the data to the customer. We're able to do that in a way that supports the business rather than just the event of alarms and et cetera.
Yeah, value-added, relationship.
Value added, absolutely.
Our business is all about customer service, and we pride ourselves, we feel we provide the outstanding customer service and communications to our customers, being upfront, honest. We're not perfect, we make mistakes, but we let our customers know that in advance, and they appreciate the honesty and the integrity of Scarsdale Security. And we work very hard to keep that integrity high, and all of our businesses, or the majority of our businesses, word of mouth. Getting that type of referral is the best type of referral.
Best way to build a business.
Yeah, exactly.
So, well, gentlemen, thank you for being here today. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
Our
guys.
pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Well, that's it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank you for watching, and until next time, let's keep them all safe out there.